Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the Shiprekt event going on between the 22nd and the 27th of September. Plasma have been massively changed during this event, and only during this event, to act more like a ship's cannon. The plasma itself will look like a ship cannonball, exploding and shattering when it hits the floor. The projectiles are now 33% slower and are inaccurate if you try to fire them if you are not grounded, similar to how the rail and how the flak both work. In terms of the plasma damage, this has also been increased by 100%, as has the explosion radius, both increasing by 100% to make them truly devastating, even with the smaller variants. But with this, the time between shots has also massively been increased. For the Pulsar, it is now 100% slower, for the Disruptor it is 230, for the Bombarder it is 280, and going along like that all the way to the Goliathan, the Mega Plasma, which is 900% slower. Even though if you do get hit by it, it is now truly devastating. In addition to this, the Plasma have new audio effects, and there is some new pirate-themed music. In addition to the music and plasma changes, all salvage crates are 2 quality levels higher than they would normally be when you go to collect them. For example, if you would normally receive a bronze crate, instead you are receiving gold. If you are normally receiving gold, you are instead receiving protonium, which means even a loss during this event should get you a pretty good crate, as long as you just didn't sit in the corner of the map and occasionally shoot lasers. And finally, the only permanent addition with this update, with this event, is the tank tracks camera controls are finally implemented, meaning that if you are using a tank, you can now opt in for camera controls rather than keyboard controls similar to some of the other movement types. However, it is a little bit different to how the other movement types work, in that if you are facing forwards, well, the robot is facing forwards, and then you decide to turn around with your camera, the robot will not instantly go in that direction once you press the movement key. Instead, it will treat the back of the robot as the front, rather than trying to do a full 180. This is both really difficult to get used to, and actually incredibly useful, depending on how you've built your bot. In addition to this, the robot will not move until you are pressing a movement key, rather than like with the hovers, which will instantly turn depending on where you are aiming. This makes it a bit better at perching than the other movement types, and has a lot more control when it comes to simply looking in one direction and actually moving there, which is certainly a lot more intuitive than the keyboard control system, even though I personally do prefer the keyboard control system anyway. And with that, I'm afraid there's nothing else to talk about. The full links and such are in the description, including the recent promo code, which will give you a free flag, the newest flag, which of course is the pirate variant. So thank you all for watching, I hope this has been useful to some people, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, and goodbye.